There is one thing that actually works, and it's probably not what you think. So, if you're a grandparent loving from a distance, this is for you. As we head into a new year, I know a lot of grandparents are quietly hoping something like this. Maybe this year will feel different, especially if you're loving your grandkids from a distance. So the holidays are over, the decorations are getting ready to come down, and for many grandparents, the distance suddenly feels louder. If that's you, I want you to know you are so not alone in that feeling. Here's something I've come to realize being a long distance grandparent and talking to others. The hardest part usually isn't the distance itself. It's the uncertainty. It's the not knowing, when is it okay to call? How long is it okay to stay on? Will I be interrupting, or will my grandkids even really notice when I'm not there? But if you let this uncertainty get in your way, calls can very quickly start to feel awkward. Video chats can feel chaotic, and sometimes it's just easier to wait. But waiting is so heavy because our love does not go away. It just doesn't always know when or where to land. With all the annual hype about New Year's and making resolutions, we should all know that that does not promise us more connection if we make resolutions. January can actually be one of the loneliest months for grandparents because the holiday excitement and anticipation is over, schedules have returned to normal, and our relationships can so easily slip back into that hit or miss rhythm. And here's the part that I want to say gently but honestly. Love alone doesn't keep our relationships close over time. Consistency does. And let's face it, consistency requires our attention, lots of effort, and coordination. For me, the strongest connections in my life weren't built through conversations, they were built through stories. And if you followed me at all, you already know that some of my most lasting memories come from listening to my grandmother tell stories, not just reading words on a page, but sharing real moments. Those stories gave a rhythm to our relationship. It was another reason to be together, and it created a real feeling of belonging that I treasure today. And that's why I see story time as such a natural way to create that bond with your grandkids, especially across distance. Because story time, it gives you a clear role. If you call, you're not just calling to chat. You are showing up as their storyteller. And there's something really special in that. And it matters to them, and the more you do it, the more it matters. Before we dive in any further, I want you to know that if you're a grandparent seeking ways to create a stronger bond with your grandkids across the miles, this conversation is definitely for you. And later in the video, I'm going to share a free resource that helps make virtual story times feel easier and more meaningful, especially if you've ever wondered, am I doing this right? But first, let's talk a little bit more about what could be causing the lack of closeness that maybe you're feeling. So here's the part that many grandparents don't like to think about, but it's so important to recognize. What slowly creates distance in our relationships isn't the miles, it's inconsistency. And if you pair that with how quickly kids grow and change, we all know that what works at age 4 doesn't work at 7. And if you don't have a steady rhythm to your relationship, your connection can quietly but very quickly start to fade, even if your love is strong. And it's not because anyone did anything wrong, but it's because there wasn't a dependable way to stay emotionally present. And that's not something you should have to figure out on your own. So if you don't want another year of guessing, another year of hit or miss calls, another year of hoping closeness just happens, you don't need to overhaul everything. You just need a better starting point while they're little. So that's why I've created a free Storytime connection plan. It's my Storytime shortcut 5 secrets to have your grandkids begging for more, even over Zoom. And it's meant specifically to help grandparents feel more confident and connected through stories, even from miles away. So I've included a link below if you're interested. It's there whenever you're ready. And whether you download it or not, I just want you to remember this. Wherever you are on the path to developing those precious relationships, it is okay. You matter deeply in your grandchildren's lives, and you are very much part of their story. If this has been helpful, I hope you will also like and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Tammy Kersey Stories. But just remember, no matter where you are, to your grandkids, your presence matters so much more than you realize, even if you're not in the same room together. Going into the new year, I hope you have many wonderful experiences with your grandkids. Take care.